Hello, this is Amber Willenberg from the U of L Libraries, and in this video, we're going to talk about using the library to find sources for your art objects analysis research assignment. The art objects analysis requires you to find 3 secondary sources on an object of your choosing at the Speed Museum. Your sources can be about the object itself, the maker, or the history of similar objects. So before we start searching, it's helpful to make a list of all the words you might search to find information on your object. These are called keywords, and we'll use them to search in library databases. For example, if my object is a piece of needlework called a sampler made by a young American girl in the 19th century, I could write down needlework, sampler, 19th century, American, girl, and young woman as my keywords. If your art object has a specific title or artist attached, you should also include those in your list of keywords to search. Once you have your list of keywords that will help you find information on your object, you can head over to the library website to begin searching. The library is the best place to find sources for your research because we specialize in academic sources like scholarly articles and books. These types of sources are expensive, and your tuition dollars help pay for the library to provide access to them. While you might be able to find some of these academic sources on Google, you'll often run into a paywall and not be able to read the whole article for free. Another issue with searching for your sources on Google is that you'll probably get millions of results for your search and have a hard time narrowing those down to high-quality information sources. When you search in library databases, your search will return fewer results, but the results there have been curated by humans who decided that these sources are useful for students and faculty conducting research. For your art objects analysis, you'll be searching for scholarly articles and books or book chapters about your topic. Let's start by searching for those scholarly articles. To find these, we'll just click on Subject Guides under Quick Tools. These subject guides divide the library's resources into academic subject areas, making it easier for you to find sources that are directly related to your research topic. Since we're researching a piece of art from the 19th century, we'll probably want to search using art databases and history databases. Let's start with art. Click the Art Subject Guide to find a list of recommended databases. A database is just a searchable collection of thousands of sources, most of them scholarly or academic articles. You can hover over each of these database links to see what it contains. Art and Architecture Complete is a great database for finding articles on art and art history, so many of you will probably be using this database for your research. In Art and Architecture Complete, I'll search using combinations of the keywords that I wrote down earlier. Let's try a search for sampler and needlework. This search gave me 96 results, and I can scroll through the titles to see if they seem relevant to me. The 4th result, Stories Behind the Stitches, Schoolgirl Samplers of the 18th and 19th Centuries, looks especially relevant because it also mentions girls in the 19th century, 2 of my other keywords. So I'll go ahead and click on this to take a closer look. When you click on an article, the first thing you should do is read this abstract to get a summary of the article and see if it interests you. If it is interesting and you want to read more, just look for a PDF button on the left side of the screen. If there is a PDF, you can download it. In this case, there is no PDF, but you can click on this Find It at U of L button to see if we have a copy that you can access. U of L does not own this article, but you can still request the item through interlibrary loan to have the article sent to your email in just a few days. If you want to come back to this article later, you can use the email tool on the right side to send yourself an email of the record. And finally, you can use the Cite button to get the MLA citation of this article for your bibliography if you do choose to include it in your research paper. Keep in mind that you might have to try several searches with different keywords to find the best results. If this search gave me too many results that were not relevant, I could add another keyword like girls to my search to narrow down my results. You can see that adding girls to the search limited my results to only 9 articles. You might also need to search in several databases to find the best results. Earlier, we talked about how history databases might also be a good place to search as well. So on the history subject guide, let's choose America, History and Life, a database containing articles on American history. A search for needlework and sampler in this database gave me 26 results, and many of them are different than the results I got in Art and Architecture Complete. Remember to read abstracts or skim several different articles to find the ones that are most interesting to you. Don't just choose the first 3 articles on the list. The other type of source that you might find helpful for the art objects analysis is books or book chapters. To find books and book chapters, we'll go back to the library homepage and use the search box at the top of the page. We'll click Books, then enter our keywords. This search gave us 14 results for books available here at U of L. Scrolling through the titles, American Needlework, the History of Decorative Stitchery and Embroidery from the late 16th to the 20th century looks like it might be pretty relevant to my topic. If we click the title, we can view the description to see if this book talks about samplers. There are several chapters mentioning samplers, so this would be a good book to check out. You can check out a book by clicking on Check Availability to see where the book is located in the library, including what floor it's on. This particular book is in the robotic retrieval system, so you can click Request RRS to get this book. Research can seem daunting, but just remember that you're not alone. If you ever have any questions while conducting research, from coming up with keywords to searching for articles and books on your topic, librarians are here to help. You can chat with us Monday through Friday from 9 to 4 right from the library homepage, or click this Ask a Librarian button to find more ways to get in contact with us. You can even schedule a virtual one-on-one research appointment with a librarian for in-depth research help.